Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
I don't know how you found us.
But I'm so thankful that you did. It's John, Jay, and Rick.
Shoot us a text. Text JJR and whatever's on your mind, whatever you want to talk about, or maybe there's something you want us to get into. Shoot JJR and whatever it is to 96893. All right, so Kyle's a millennial. Peyton, Gen Z. Rich and I, Gen X.
Yeah, but I have a sister that's a millennial. She's 6.5 years older than me, so I feel like I'm going to be able to have an opinion on this list you got.
Well, it's interesting because these are in chronological order to the number one movie that helped shape the millennial generation, right? And it's kind of it's not the answer I think you would think. I'll explain. I don't want to ruin it yet. So, Kyle, I gave you a song to think about it. Go over some of the movies you think shaped your generation.
I think there were a bunch of movies that shaped my generation.
I have the top 15.
So I think it was the Jim Carrey era, like Ace Ventura, the Will Ferrell, Anchorman / Step Brothers, movies like that.
Let me stop you right there according to this list. None of those are in the top 15.
What?
Okay.
No Jim Carrey, no Will Ferrell.
Are they like older movies than that or newer?
They go from...
A different genre.
They're all in the 2000s, late 90s. Or early 90s. There's some 90s and 2000s.
What about Zoolander?
Okay, what about like Ghostbusters?
No Zoolander, no Ghostbusters.
What about Fight Club, brother?
No Fight Club.
What?
Let me give you number 15. Inception, 2010.
No.
Yep.
Pass.
Yes,
That's
Nick.
big.
Yes, Nick. Titanic
good
is
one.
not on the list.
What?
Let me give you number 14. And I agree with 14. Superbad.
Okay.
That's a great movie. Number 13. I don't know this movie. I know who's in this movie. I know who directed this movie, and I heard they're making a sequel. Garden State.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a dork pick.
Never saw that.
Yeah, that's lame.
Number 12. Mean Girls.
Love that movie.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 11. Actually, I take that back on Jim Carrey, but I've never heard you talk about this movie, and I bet you haven't seen it. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
No. What?
It's like some serious movie
Yeah,
with Jim Carrey.
dude, those are like cool. These are cool movie picks. These are like somebody wants to be smart who's writing this list.
Really, Grant?
Yeah.
Number 10, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, it's another one.
Number
Well, it's
9,
about a college.
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Number 8, The Mummy. Number 7, The Matrix. Number 6, The Big Lebowski. Number 5, Mulan.
What?
Mulan.
Number 4 is
Out
Scream.
of all the Disney movies, that one?
Number 3 is Jurassic Park. That came out in 1993. Number 2 is The Sandlot.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah,
The
it is.
number one movie that shaped millennials in their generation is actually a Generation X movie that people think was passed down to their kids.
Breakfast Club.
Nope.
The future, Back to the Future movie.
Nope.
I think I saw this somewhere.
What?
Is it Goonies?
Nope.
Oh, okay,
Goonies
because
is amazing.
someone said like millennials are now being called the Goonies or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, Indiana Jones.
Nope.
Star Wars.
Nope.
Start naming all the franchises.
Cape Fear.
I know. Sort of safe for
A
that.
millennial movie.
The number one movie that defines millennials is a Generation X movie called The Princess Bride.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a
I
great
feel like
one.
you had to watch that in like sophomore English. Like it was mandatory.
I don't like that list.
I know.
That's one of my favorite movies still, though.
I know.
And I know it's my kid Audrey's favorite movie. She
The
loves
Princess
that movie.
Bride?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You ever quote that? You've never quoted that one, have you?
No, I've heard people.
Right.
I've never actually watched it front to back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's good. It's clever.
Hey, Melissa's got something about the movies. What do you got? These are the top 15 movies that shape millennials. Go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, who dared to say that Garden State is a dork pick? Who
That
was
was
it?
Grant.
That's Grant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't it
okay.
Cameron?
It wouldn't be getting a sequel if it was a dork pick, Grant.
Yeah, it wouldn't be getting a sequel.
I think it's the guy from Scrubs wrote it.
Oh, he did?
Wrote it and directed it.
I thought that was a Cameron Crowe joint.
No, what's the guy's name from Scrubs? It's like
Seth
Yeah, John Dorian.
Zach Braff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So you think it's a dork movie? Grant?
100%. Dude.
Melissa, why do you disagree, Melissa?
I really enjoyed it, but maybe I was going through a really hard time that time.
Listen, I lean on you over Grant when it's a movie like this.
As you should.
Yeah.
Grant doesn't know what he's talking
I was
about.
hanging out with a lot of dudes back when that movie came out, and I remember we all went to go see it, and I just was like, not for me.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Oh, you're hanging with what you do. So then you were very much into
Fight Club, dude.
Oh, Fight Club. Oh, I thought, what's that one? Why can't I quit you?
Oh, Brokeback Mountain? Yeah, we were also very into that movie, too. Big in our community, dude.
By the way, I was watching the most recent Family Guy, and Peter, by mistake, hit a heart in the group chat. And he's like, I got to do this heart. They're going to think I'm gay.
Yeah, dude.
And he unhearted it. And then his friends got the heart. Like, whoa, Peter almost just came out as gay. because he hearted something. I heart stuff all the time. Melissa, thank you for calling in. Thanks for listening.
You bet, guys. Bye.
Hey, Ashley, what's up?
I just cannot believe that Final Destination Part 2 was not on there.
Yeah. The car stuff.
That's the one with the logs that fell.
Yes.
I always see memes of that.
Yes, it's horrifying, and I steer clear of them every time.
Don't you think Final Destination 1 is better when that kid gets decapitated when the barbed wire fence goes flying and goes over their head?
I do, but for some reason, Part 2, the log scene is like, that's the only part that stands out to me.
And when you say influential, it does kind of change your conversation about what happens to you. Like, you totally changed your outlook, right?
Yeah.
Like, when it's your time, it's your time. Nothing can change it.
Right.
Part 3 with the roller coaster, though, that affected me greatly.
I stopped watching after Part 1.
Dude, did you know? Okay, so check this out. Like, I don't, not to spoil a movie that's 20 years old at this point, but Final Destination 5, the whole movie happens, and then they all get on a plane, and it's the beginning of Final Destination 1.
Oh, no way.
Dude, it's so tight. Dude,
That's actually cool. I love it when movies do
So
that
then they're
kind
all
of
alive
stuff.
then?
No. Basically, they all survive the movie Final Destination 5, and then they all get on a plane to Paris. And then while they're on the plane to Paris, they realize you see the main character from the first movie.
Oh, really?
Which implies they're all going to die in the next 30 seconds.
There's another Final Destination coming out, like in a couple weeks.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
trailer looks crazy.
I don't like those movies.
I've
at all,
never
man.
seen any of them, but
Oh,
like
they're
I said,
crazy.
I think that is an influential one because I've never seen them, but I know all the clips you're talking about.
All right. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
The next segment we're going to do is called Second Date Update because that's what we're going to try and get, and that's what the bit is called. Second Date Update starts right now on John, Jay, and Rich.
Time for Second Date Update. This is where you go on a date with someone, right? You meet them somehow. You expect there to be a second date, and there isn't one. Welcome, Graham. How are you?
I'm doing all right, you guys. How you doing?
Would you mind telling us all about your situation? Start from the beginning, how you met this person and all that stuff.
Yeah. So, okay. I met this girl on TikTok. Her name's Natalia, and she showed up on my For You page, and I was immediately drawn to her. Gorgeous, off the bat. And, she put together these, like, silly videos, and, I don't know, they made me laugh, and I slid into her DMs, welcome to 2025, and we chatted on TikTok for, like, a minute. That moved to texts, then to phone calls, and after a couple weeks, I finally asked her out to dinner, and things were awesome. Like, no complaints. We had a great rapport. I both flowed. A lot of laughs. Things seemed pretty kismet, and yeah, so we ended back at her apartment. I guess before you even ask, we hooked up, but that's not really what this is about. I wanted to give you guys a full rundown of what happened, and I don't know, it's been like 5 days later, and nothing. Absolute ghost. And I've texted her, I've DM'd her, doesn't matter, nothing. And yeah, that's why I'm calling you. I need your help.
You hooked up at her place or your place?
Her place.
She's not getting back to you.
This is exactly what Second Date Update was based on, this type of date. Because, I mean, if you think about it, you guys had several weeks of communication, so she felt comfortable with you. So that means something must have happened in the bedroom that she was like, got the ick, or she was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because it wasn't a dinner.
Right.
You still went back to her house afterwards and things happened.
And they texted and called and talked to each other. I mean, so.
Or did you leave something weird at her house or something?
What's gross about you? What are you insecure, Graham? Is there something? Do you have like a really, really hairy backside?
That's what I was going to say. Are you like really unusually hairy?
I think that would gross me out.
You might.
That would totally gross me out.
Graham, you know. What's wrong with you, Graham? Tell us.
I'd like to believe nothing is wrong with me.
You have a fourth nipple?
I have no superfluous nipples. I've got everything in its right place and at the right size. I'm not.
Did you whisper something dirty in her ears that wasn't dirt that she thought was creepy?
She's like, that's actually odd.
I mean, I don't want to say it was vanilla, but it was like pretty standard, good times.
I mean, maybe you just didn't do it for her. I mean, that's a thing, right? You don't call somebody back because you didn't like what went down in the bedroom, period. Like, it doesn't have to be something wrong with you. Maybe you just
the
didn't get your job done.
Chemistry was not good. Like you were a weird kisser.
Yeah,
or
something.
Maybe what I think, if you communicated for weeks, maybe you gave really great phone, but not really good in person. And the good phone carried over to like the hookup. But then after that, she realized it was better on the phone.
I hope not. I hope that's not the case.
No, I think it's something on you. You got a lot of moles in the back of your neck, on the side of your neck, a lot of skin tags. There's something that she grossed out after sex. She like you turn on the light. She's like,
during.
Oh God, what?
A tail, maybe he's one of those people with a tail.
Something weird. All right, but you're giving us free reign to call her then, right? We're going to pick her brain and find out what's wrong with you because I think it's you. There's something wrong with you.
Oh my gosh, it's so brutal.
You're going to give him a complex.
Okay, so
yes.
Okay, all right.
By all means, yeah.
Okay, hold on the line. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get Natalia on the phone to find out what's wrong with you, Graham. Second date update continues next with John, Jay, and Rich.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich, we're in the middle of second date update. You got Graham. He met Natalia because she popped up on his For You page, so he sent her DM. Then they texted on TikTok and Instagram, and then they started texting and making phone calls. And then finally, what was it, Graham? 5-6 days ago, you went on a date, right?
Yeah, roughly that. And like I said, we went back to her place. We hooked up. Things went well. At least I thought so. And now I'm on the phone with you guys because I have no idea what happened.
All right, we're going to call her. You just stay quiet, okay? Because I feel that it's something, and I'm sorry, I mean, I've never met you before, so I don't mean to be so brutal, but I feel it's something to do with your face.
Jeez, John Jay.
Or your height. No, not your height, because she already slept with you. So she slept with you. There's something wrong in the bedroom. That's what I think. Okay, let's call her.
Hello?
Hi, is Natalia there?
Yes, this is Natalia.
Hi, my name's Peyton. I'm with John, Jay, and Rich, and we just wanted to talk to you on the radio really quickly this morning.
Oh, okay. What about?
About dating. Can we talk to you about one particular date that you went on with somebody?
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
We got a call from a guy, seemed like a nice guy, Graham, who you went out with a few days ago, 5, 6, 7 days ago?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Graham. Yeah. I'm good. I just think it's just not for me.
I know. So here we were going around. There's 4 of us in the studio, and we were going around the room trying to figure out what could have gone wrong in your eyes, because you guys talked for a while. He told us you guys talked for a while. You DM'd for a while. So a couple of weeks of something going on, and then all of a sudden you guys get intimate. He told us that he went back to your house, you got intimate, and then you've ghosted him. So we're just so curious as to what happened. Did he do something? Is there something that he looked different? What was it about him that what?
Well, I mean, everything was great. We really hit it off. We did talk a little bit beforehand, which was nice. I just feel, I felt like we were on the same wavelength, and the date was really nice. That was like not the problem. It was kind of more after the date. We're both in our mid-20s. So I just feel like we should be able to talk like normal people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just uses so many damn emojis. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's an overload of emojis. Like, every single word that has an emoji, he's using it. And before the date, like, I could ignore it because we hadn't really met in person yet. So I thought he was just kind of breaking the ice or maybe nervous. So I noticed that he uses a lot of emojis before the date, but I thought after the date we would break the ice and maybe he would just talk normally, but it's like a whole line of emojis that I have to respond to.
Does he talk with emojis just like face to face? Like, does he go, eggplant?
Face to face, he's cool.
Smiley face. Ooh, humble, bashful.
Or like how like on the new iPhone, like the new update, you can customize your own emojis and your memojis. Like, I feel like it would be even more annoying if he was sending laughing, crying faces with like emojis of his face. Is it like that, or is it like the regular emojis?
He uses both, actually.
Oh, God.
And then even the other day, like a couple days after the date, he sent me like a sleepy Z emoji with a question mark at like 10 o'clock at night. And I don't know, it's just like, come on, man. Like, I guess he's asking if I'm sleeping, but just ask me. Why do you have to
I feel like a
you.
60-year-old man would type like that when they're texting their grandkid. Like, that's weird.
So why, if you like him, you're good enough to sleep with him, why wouldn't you just talk to him and be like, hey, chill on the emojis, man?
Yeah.
Right?
It doesn't seem like it should be a total deal breaker. Like, yeah, annoying. Although, I don't know, like, when you get the ick, you get the ick. And it can be something as little as that. And you just can't shake it. So I kind of get it. But I also feel like it is hard to find someone that you have genuine chemistry with. So you would find that and you could get to the point where you'd be like, hey, chill.
Can I jump in here? Is that
sure? You can, shocked face.
Damn it! I should have known you'd be on the phone.
Hey, what's up, Natalia? That's why you're ghosting me. Like, why didn't you just say something? What's up?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't get it out of my mind that you kind of text like a middle school girl.
Oh my gosh. Well, first off, I'd like to fully say that it was not because of something in the bedroom for all you guys.
Good point. We thought you were bad at making the love.
Yeah. It's just something silly as this. My apologies. I will definitely cool it on the emoji. I didn't realize it was such a thing, but or that it could be a deal breaker.
I mean, you are really sweet, and I did have a good time, but yeah, I would like to have more of a normal conversation, not just emoji. If we're texting.
So, yes, I can totally do that. Because like I thought we had a great time, and I mean, obviously everything that happened, but like everything outside of the bedroom, I thought was fantastic as well. Like, I thought you were really cool, and just hoping, that maybe we can get together again. Without emojis.
Yeah. Without emojis. I guess so. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
See, so simple. You just have a conversation. You work things out.
On another note, that Emoji Movie, have you guys seen the Emoji Movie?
It's terrible.
I liked it.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was such a terrible movie.
I thought it was so cute.
I even tried to watch it again with my kids and they were out.
Oh, I liked the Emoji Movie. But I also like movies I can put on and not pay attention to. So that's probably
didn't watch it then.
That is true about that movie. You can totally put that on and not pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And I love like kids movies.
I know. Maybe I'll try it again because I probably really wasn't watching.
So you guys are going to go out again then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Smiley face with heart eyes.
Hard eyes, hard eyes.
Hearts.
All right, you guys. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for jumping on the air with us, Natalia. It's very cool of you.
Thank you.
All right, that's Second Date Update with John, Jay, and Rich.
Stop just yelling at the radio. Call us 877-937-1047. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
We're going to get into a weird thing your dog ate. Okay, it's not food. It has to be something else. Kyle has a story. I think everyone here's got a story about something interesting that your dog ate. What did Daisy do?
So my mom was staying with me last week because Scott was out of town for work. And she called me on Friday, pretty frantic, and was like, Daisy, I had gotten these chocolates and I was going to take them home with me and Daisy ate them. And she's all worried because you know everything you've heard about dogs eating chocolate. It's supposed to be very dangerous. So she said she had hopped on the call with the emergency vet and they were asking her all the questions and told her to keep an eye on Daisy and see if like she had started throwing up or had diarrhea or had any symptoms of that kind of thing. And if she did, to bring her in immediately. And Daisy has eaten chocolate in the past. Like I've had that same freak out. So I wanted to calm her down. I'm like, you know what? She'll be fine. She's had Kit Kats. She's had Snickers. She gets into all, like if you leave a snack anywhere in a backpack anywhere on the floor, she will somehow get into it. So I was like, please don't worry about it. My mom was so sure. She's like, I was just freaking out. Like, what if she died? Not on my watch, you know? And so I got home and I realized it was like the super dark chocolate, which is supposed to be the most toxic for dogs.
that's terrible.
So then I started freaking out because, like, she's had a lot of milk chocolate, but not a lot of dark chocolate. Thank God, like, she was just fine. She was fine. She didn't even so much as have a little bit of diarrhea. Like, she was walking around like, you know, no big deal. And so now, like, I feel mostly bad just for my mom. Like, I feel like I need to replace the chocolate at this point.
Like, where'd that come from, that dogs can eat chocolate? Because I hear stories of dogs eating chocolate all the time and they're fine.
I don't
Somebody
know.
who hated Hershey's?
I think it is like, I think it really probably does depend on the type of chocolate. If it's like actual real cacao, it's probably, it's like really toxic for them. But I think every dog has a different stomach because it totally reminded me of when we got a phone call from my in-laws and they had to bring their dog, Bentley, into surgery because he had eaten my mother-in-law's watch that she got from her dad.
Oh my God.
A full watch. A full-on watch. They were like,
Tasty.
like, but you know what? The dog passed the watch. They didn't end up having to get surgery.
And then, did she still wear it?
No.
Did she,
It was a little messed up, but yeah.
takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
That dog passed the time.
Amy, what'd your dog eat?
Hello.
Hi.
He ate my daughter's baby bottle tops. Like I was cleaning the bottles and he got on the counter, ate it, and it got stuck in his intestines and swelled up and he had to get surgery.
Oh, poor baby.
God.
It was $1,500 to get a baby bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Well,
It was the worst.
thanks, Amy. Thanks for sharing it.
Thanks.
877-937-1047. Is there an X-ray, Kyle, of the watch? That'd be such a weird looking X-ray.
I'll have to ask him because Bentley, their dog Bentley, eats everything. He has eaten like his problem. He's had 3 surgeries now, and the vet actually said if he eats another sock, we cannot give him another surgery.
Oh my God.
So because he's had 3 different surgeries from eating socks that just can't, like, he couldn't pass them at all.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
Socks is big with dogs. Just yesterday, my dog Charlie, our golden retriever, this is really weird, and I'm sure it's common, but he eats all the other dogs' poops. Right?
Oh, you know what? My
so
sister's
disturbing.
dog had that, and the vet said it's like actually, it's called something. It's called like cropophagia.
Is it like
it's,
a
it's
mineral?
a vitamin mineral deficiency.
Yeah, so we've tried to give him the vitamins that he needs, and he still does it. And just yesterday morning, my wife was sitting outside by the pool, sitting on a chair, and I was in the hot tub. She was talking to me, and Charlie gets up there, and then she always kisses the dog, and the dog kisses her face, and she starts going, "Whoa!" And it smelled like poop.
The dog licking the face thing in general grosses me out.
Not me.
but
Yeah, I know
you're not into
other
that.
element. I mean, dogs are cool, but I don't want them to lick my face.
Otto, what'd your dog eat?
He ate a bouncy ball like you buy in the old-fashioned like quarter machines.
Oh yeah.
I think that, like, because like dogs love chasing balls. You probably got it. It was like whoop, too small. Whoop.
Exactly. Exactly, and it ended up getting stuck in his intestine.
Oh, no.
And the doctor said, it should have probably just passed, but it didn't, and he had to have surgery.
Surgery's tough. My dog Tugs, I had an English bulldog, and I remember because before I knew I had sleep apnea, I snored so much. My wife slept with earplugs, and they were orange earplugs. You get them at Walgreens or whatever. And I remember one time I was taking the dog out for a walk, and he pooped, and an earplug shot out of his butt like a dart.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, it made the noise, and he shot out. I was like, oh my God. And then another time, I remember I had to go to some black tie function, and I was trying to be obnoxious, and my bow tie was all rhinestones, and Tugs ate the bow tie. And I didn't know that until he pooped out rhinestones.
Oh,
and they were like, his poop was glittery and sparkly, like beautiful poop. I was like, wow, that's beautiful poop, Tugs. Kiara, good morning. What did your dog eat?
Good morning. Hey, so I actually have two. I'm going to try to make them quick, though. So my dad is a mechanic. He owns a shop in Phoenix, and he has a couple of guard dogs. So I had a friend drop off her car after hours, and she was like, where do I put my key? Like, who do I give it to? Because we're not there, Avi. And I was like, just put it in, like, a bottle and, like, try to throw it on top of a car or whatever, and I'll get it the next day. So she does that, but she doesn't make it, and the dog gets a hold of the bottle and tears through the bottle, and they take her key. Like, the next day I show up to work, and we don't find the key anywhere, so I think they passed the key.
Oh, my God.
It'd be interesting if it was one of those, like whenever the dog gets next to the car, the door is unlocked. What's the other one?
Okay, so really quick, the other one is we had a dog who was just a menace. And he took one of my boyfriend's sandals, and he ate a whole piece of the leather from the sandal.
Yeah, dogs love to eat leather.
Yeah, our dogs eat all our shoes. It's terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad, but yeah, they were both fine though, like no surgery, nothing.
good.
They just like nothing.
Thanks, Kara.
Yeah, the other ones eat car parts all the time, so it's
Car parts?
We go from Kiara to Ciara. Ciara, hi. Ciara.
Hi. So my dog doesn't eat anything weird, but on the lines of your dog eating poop, she likes to roll around in poop, and she will literally rub it all over her neck. It's very weird. She's
Beef tallow.
a 3-year-old husky, and I Googled it, and they said that it's because they're related to wolves, and they do that in the wild to mask their scent. And so she loves to roll around and poop. So when I walk her, I have to make sure she stays away from anybody's poop that was.
Or she's going rolling.
She's like using it as perfume.
I would think that their predators would know now and be like, hey, I still smell something.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, master scent. Be like, what's that? It smells like crap. Must be a husky. You know?
Well, I mean, the wolf is rolling around in like the thing it's hunting's poo, so they think they smell one of their own, and then the wolf sneaks up on them.
Oh, that
very clever.
Sneaky.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I
Sierra.
don't know, but it's disgusting.
It is disgusting. Cody, good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Okay, so I worked at a vet clinic for a long time, and we had a bunch of crazy stories. And this one that stuck out for me, this lady, she calls in, and she's all frantic, saying her dog is pooping out its intestines. We're like, okay, bring her down so we can, see what these intestines are the dog's pooping out. It's a bunch of hair ties and rubber bands coming out of the dog's bottom.
No.
That happened to me yesterday.
So always watch out for those hair ties and stuff.
Hey, Noah. Hi. How old are you, Noah?
I'm 11.
You got a dog story?
Yeah. So my sister's room is very messy, and she ate candy wrappers and 2 of her mascaras.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Dogs love to eat that makeup and lipstick.
Mascara. I would be so mad at that dog. I know. Excuse you?
Noah, thank you for sharing that story. Drive safe,
Thank you.
Noah. Drive safe.
Because
Hilarious.
Noah's definitely driving himself to school right now.
We want you to be part of the show. Call us 877-937-1047. Get on the air with John, Jay, and Rich.
So we got tickets to Tatin McRae, tickets to Wu-Tang.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, what are you doing right now?
I am getting ready to drop my daughter off at the bus stop.
Oh, well, thanks for calling in to play.
Yeah, I am so excited. I've been trying.
Do you
for
want
like the longest time.
You want Tatin McRae or Wu-Tang?
Tate McRae, please.
All right, Nick, what are we playing?
I'm glad she said Tate McRae, guys, because I came up with a brand new game based off of Tate McRae. I call it Master Tate.
Okay.
And this is a
choice. Where are we going with this?
This is a quiz about famous lords, ladies, or Tate McRae.
Okay.
So you have to guess who this is in each clip. Again, get it? Master Tate.
We got it.
Okay. All right.
I thought you were going a different way, but
I think
okay.
you just like saying it in that way.
There were several iterations. This one is the one that
Glad,
really
glad
stuck.
it was not
I'm glad
Bait,
this is
Bait
the one.
McRae.
I'm excited to play a new game.
And we're excited for you, Katrina. Here we go. We're going to start with John Jay.
That's Lord Vader.
It is. We are looking for Lord Darth Vader. 1 point for John Jay.
Or me in a sleep app.
This game.
So lords, ladies, or Tate McRae?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Rich, you're next.
By which time I shall be gone, and you shall be dead.
Well, that is not Tate McRae.
No.
And that is no lady.
Mm-hmm.
And by which time I shall be gone.
I know.
I think I got it. Is it Lord Voldemort?
We were looking for Harry Potter's mortal enemy, Lord Voldemort.
Yeah!
2 for 2 in this game. John Jay on the board. Rich on the board. Master Tate, clue 3. Peyton.
Forgive me, Princess, for startling you.
Lord Farquaad.
We
from
were
Shrek.
looking for Lord Farquaad. Way to go. 3
I
for
love
3.
that movie so much. I'm so glad you gave me that clip.
All right. So we're 3 for 3 today, guys. The next clip goes to Kyle.
Prince William or Prince Harry? I don't know. Harry. Harry? Sure.
Prince William. Okay.
Oh, man. I really...
There's like 2 people in that, and so it's a women.
It's who's being asked the question.
Okay. Is that Tate McRae?
Peyton.
Oh, no, Kyle. I'm so sorry. It's not Tate McRae.
That's Lady Meghan Markle.
Yeah,
when
Meghan
she
Markle
was
is who we were
talking.
looking for.
That went like so big because she was like, I didn't even know who he was. And
Such a liar.
Who'd she pick?
She's out of my whole
Harry.
mind.
Oh, she did?
Harry, yeah.
Anyway, nice try, Kyle.
I forgot you have to be fast on this game. Peyton's pretty quick.
I'm shocked Kyle
Well,
didn't
we're going to
get
give you
that
all the
one,
time.
actually.
Yeah.
We'll give you the time.
I know, because I don't like Meghan Markle.
I know
so
you don't. That's why I thought you were going to.
I don't think you're alone.
I'm looking at this all wrong. I need to just start being more
Okay.
Let's go.
Guys, okay. Katrina, it's your turn.
Yes. That would be Tate McRae.
Tate McRae, yeah.
Okay,
You can get a bonus point
undeniably.
if you know what the song is.
Oh, gosh. Don't, Greedy.
Greedy is correct. There we
good
go.
job.
Katrina takes the lead going into round 2. John Jay.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
That's the mom from Cinderella, or is it Cinderella or Snow White? Snow White, Lady. Oh,
Angelina Jolie.
right. I can't remember her name. Lady Marquard or something. It's Lady.
Come on.
Hold on a second. It started with an M.
One of the best villains ever.
Masquerade.
Closer.
No, yeah.
You're almost there.
Oh, did you watch
I wanna
Marmalade? Lady Marmalade.
Kyle
Lady Marmalade.
Lady
Kyle
Marmalade.
dressed
All
up
right.
as her.
I know. I can't remember her name.
Katrina.
No.
Katrina, go.
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Yeah.
Lady Marmalade would have been a good one.
Yeah, especially
I'll
as
save
Snow
that
White's
for the next
mom.
time we play
Yeah.
Master Tate. Rich.
Oh. Is that Lord of the Rings soundtrack?
The Lord of the Rings is correct. Good job,
I'd like to
Rich.
thank my son Joe for listening to that all the time.
Katrina's still in the lead with 2 points, or tied for the lead with Rich now. Peyton.
It's literally like a gift from her, or her forcing us to make her the star of the movie.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm going to say Meghan Markle again.
Didn't you say you're watching Scream Queens?
Yeah. Can you play that again? Go again.
It's literally like a gift from her, or her forcing us to make her the star of the movie.
Yeah, I am watching Scream Queens. I don't know who that is.
Okay, any
Pass.
guesses?
No.
Okay, all at once. We'll all say it at one time.
Blake
1,
Lively.
2, 3. Billy Lord.
Oh, Billy.
Who's
Lord.
Billy Lord?
Billy Lord.
Who is that?
Carrie Fisher's daughter. She was in Star Wars. She's in Scream Queens.
That's bad.
Anyway.
Okay. So you fixed the game
really good-
once
really
again.
good.
No, he
I'm
gave
so-
you an easy
You
one.
are literally watching
Billy
Scream Queens. You
Lord?
talked
I
about
still
it
don't
yesterday.
even know who
Okay,
you're
next.
talking about.
Okay, anyway, Kyle.
And we'll never be royal.
That is The Lord.
Lord, yeah.
Well, not
Good
the
job,
Lord, not
guys.
capital V Lord.
Oh, the Lord with an E.
Katrina, you have an opportunity to win the game right here if you can guess who this is.
That's Tate McRae.
Tate McRae. There you go.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. You're going to go see her, Katrina. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You got it. Hold on the line. Thank you
Might
for
say
listening.
she is the master Tate.
Yeah, she was great.
Call us now. 877-937-1047. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Rich, you just got remarried. You were dating for a while.
Yeah.
Peyton, you're in a relationship. But then, Lord and behold, Peyton's friend.
Yeah.
Explain this one.
This is actually pretty crazy, and I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. So this girl that I know from high school has been with her man since we were like 15 years old. So I'm 26 now. So this is 11 years that she's been with this guy. They have a couple of kids together. She's always been like, my man, my man, my man. Always. Never questioned it. Tell me why I get on Instagram yesterday and she's in a poly relationship. I was like, girl, what happened? Way to keep us on our toes. Like, I'm here for it. And now I've been kind of like just stalking her Instagram to see like what she's doing. But I'm so curious. And like,
What is she doing?
judgment-free zone, girl. Like, you do you. Like, more power to you. But I'm like, I have two questions. One, how do you not get jealous? And two, like, if you're dating multiple people, how do you not spread yourself so thin to have time for yourself?
Like Neo just announced he has a fourth girlfriend now, and his
baby mama was
quad
not
relationship.
happy. I saw that. Yeah, exactly. But like, because Neo's baby mom is like, she literally said, this is disgusting. And the fact that you have this on the internet for our kids to see is not okay. I think this situation's like totally different, but I do have so many questions for this girl since I've known since high school. And for Neo, please let us know.
When you say she's in a poly relationship, exactly what does that mean? Is she
So,
one of several women,
she
or
is
does
one-
she have several guys?
I think she's one of several women. I think. I don't know. I'm still trying to
What
figure
does
it
she
out.
put on her bio that she's a poly?
No, but it's like her first video is like, I'm in a poly relationship. And then it's like,
What's in the video? Her
it's
and
her. So it's this guy in the middle, and then it's her, and then another woman on the right, and the guy's talking about like the benefits of being in a poly relationship.
Okay.
It was insane. I mean,
But
it was
wait,
insane.
Explain that though. So does that mean? So I thought polyamorous means not just many, but you like men and women, right?
I don't know.
So she could be dating other guys and other women too.
I think so. I don't know. I have so many
I
questions.
think there's another word for that. I think there's another word for that.
Polyamorous?
I thought poly was want a cracker?
Many.
No, I thought poly was it's like I guess you can do it. It's up to you, the individual, how you want to define it. But to me, the guy. So they're not married, right? Or are they married?
No, I don't think they're married.
I think that's the way you do it. Like, so Neo's not married either, right?
He just has 4 girlfriends.
Because
yeah.
that's legal if you get married and you have a bunch. Well, I mean,
a
whatever.
relationship with multiple people is called polyamory.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Right, but in the case of your friend, she's got a boyfriend and he's got another girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like a threesome all the
Yeah,
time.
I guess so, John Jay.
But you said they have kids too. So I
They're
wonder how.
not together. She has kids with another guy, the guy that she was with since we were 15 years old.
Oh, I thought-
That's why I'm so gagged about this, because I'm like, what happened?
Wait, so she's not with that guy?
No, she's not with
I
the
didn't
guy
get that.
I thought it was that guy.
So did
and
I.
He just brought in another
I'm
girlfriend.
so sorry.
So
No,
did
no,
I.
no.
So did I.
Boyfriend from high school, no longer in the picture.
Oh.
She has now entered a new poly relationship. Sorry for the confusion, but I'm like, what is going on? Where did the switch up go? What made you leave
Okay, so then
your baby
so
daddy
then the
and your
guy,
man?
the new guy. Maybe he was already in a relationship, but she's the new one in the
Maybe.
relationship. So
I
then
have so
she was
many
like,
questions.
maybe she got broken up and she was totally low down on her vibes, and then he took advantage of that.
Maybe. I just have so many questions, and I feel like it would be inappropriate for me to ask her to ask them.
I don't think so. You should actually come on air.
I don't, maybe. I don't
Ask the
know.
guy to come on air.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea, because I really am curious. I just want to know where the switch up came from. Like, what happened?
It is interesting because, like, on my Instagram, every once in a while, it's like they really want me to start following this person, and she is in a polyamorous relationship, and that's all she posts about. She posts about how she's now pregnant. She's like, I'm having my husband's baby, but she's taking care of him in the meantime, and then posts the guy with the girl in the background, and like they're dancing and like whatever, and that's all she posts about. And I'm like, I've swiped past this person plenty of times Instagram, like don't need to follow, but I am always curious, like you said, Peyton, how does that work with like jealousy, or I mean, like even just like the schematics. Like, are we all sleeping in the same bed? Do you have like a custom sized bed? Because I feel like that could get uncomfortable.
For sure.
You know, even just
Not only
little
that,
things
what
like
about
that.
the guy's point of view?
Yeah.
I got to get, for Valentine's Day, I got my wife a robe. I got to buy 2 robes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
2 robes.
Do you give them the same color robe?
Well, and John Jay, you posted something yesterday, which I had just seen right before you posted it, and it's like this guy who is now having a baby with a mom and her daughter,
And they're all happy about
and they're
it.
apparently like thrilled and having this great life. And you're
You know
like,
what?
really?
I got that, and I wasn't going to post it, but I already screwed up my algorithm. So I was like, this is probably, now I'm going to get all these poly posts and all these. So the mom and daughter, do you see this? The mom and daughter are both pregnant by this dude. And,
And they look
At
like
the same time.
They're holding hands
Yeah.
and they're talking about how great it is. The daughter's like, I'm so excited to have a baby.
How
At
could
the
that
same
end
time,
well?
my mom's having a baby.
Yeah, and they look
it's
like
with the
it's
same
like
dad.
They're basically due around the same time too.
Yeah.
Like, did they plan that? Oh my gosh, what?
I don't know.
Like good for the guy, but I wouldn't want to have babies with
It's
both
hard
of them.
enough just being in a regular relationship, much less having more people in the relationship.
Because they would be like what? Siblings and cousins? Siblings and aunts
one
and uncles?
one would be an aunt and one would be
So siblings and
the
aunts and
nephew
uncles.
or niece.
Gross.
I know, it's-
Yeah, actually, the mom is having a boy, so that would be the uncle, and then the daughter is having a girl, so that would be the niece.
And they're half siblings because they have the same
Yeah.
dad. Ah!
yeah,
What? That's just so insane. And
It's
like,
too much math
like I
for-
said, no judgment. I just want to know the thought process.
totally.
I just want to know.
Totally, like curiosity.
Yeah,
wise. Like
yeah.
how does that work?
Right.
Rebecca, are you in one or you have a friend that's in one?
I have a friend's mom that's actually in one.
How so?
So her husband is a trucker, and so she's not lonely. She has boyfriends on the side, and her husband doesn't mind as long as he doesn't hear about it.
That sounds like an open relationship.
Yeah.
So can he do whatever he wants to?
I'm not sure. I never pried in that, but she's always said that she's always in poly relationships and stuff.
Wow.
So-
Sounds like fun, though.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it's. I'm not built for that.
Yeah, I would be so jealous. Like, I would
Yeah.
be like, why do you smell like that? Is it her? Like,
I'd like to
I know.
hang out with her more than me.
right. like, what?
Thanks, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Mark?
How you doing?
Good. What's up, man?
We found out my sister was involved because my cousin saw her on a TV show back in 2012 through Cinemax, and we had no idea. And then we turned on the TV show, and sure as heck, she was on the show. Her husband wasn't, but she was. So your question of do they date both? Yeah, we found out she dated both men and women from Cinemax.
Okay, so where's
That's a
your
great
sister
deal.
now? 15 years later, where is she now?
Still in polyamory.
Okay, but like when you see that on TV, like at Thanksgiving next time, are you like, saw your Cinemax special? Anything you want to talk about? How do you bring it up?
She goes, it's Max now, not Cinemax.
To be honest, we never even talked about it. We now know she's in it, but nobody ever really talked about it. It was, kind of hard to bring up at Thanksgiving. Hey, pass the gravy. How's the TV show? How's your boyfriend? How's your girlfriend? Never really came up.
Does she ever bring
But
him
that's
around
how
you
we
guys?
found out. Which one?
I mean, any of them.
No, because she only brought her husband around.
Oh.
So let me ask you this, Mark. I'm going to guess you're the younger brother.
How? Yes, that is true. I'm the youngest.
Yeah. Because if you're the older brother, they'd be sick to your stomach. You would never call in and share that. Because as an older brother, you're very protective of your younger sister. There's no way I could have my sister and call everybody up and go, guess what? Yeah.
It's not like she's hiding it. She went on a TV
Not
show
like-
to talk
hey,
about it.
It's on the show. We didn't. Well, she kind of hid it. She didn't tell anybody. Didn't tell my cousin.
Right.
But it was
right.
weird. My cousin was watching the show anyway.
Well, Cinemax back in the day was a lot of fun to watch. That's why it was called Skinemax.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Thanks for sharing that story with us, brother. Have a great day.
All right, thanks. See ya.
Bye-bye. Jennifer,
Yes, hi.
we were talking about polyamorous relationships because Peyton found out her friend was in one. Are you in one?
I am not in a polyamorous relationship. For mine, it would be more of a throuple. So polyamory is more like that. You're just with multiple people. It's not a relationship. You're just going, you're going with the flow. For mine and my husband's situation, we are more of a throuple. It's in like a relationship, but with three.
Do you guys all three sleep in the same bed?
We do. We do. I'm the jelly, and my other two are the bread.
So you sleep in the middle.
I sleep in the middle because neither one of them can be in the middle. One gets claustrophobic, and the other one just is used to the edge of the bed.
What's the breakdown? How many boys? How many girls?
My husband and I have been together 15 years. We got together in junior high. So since we were 14, I'll be, do the math there. So since we were 14, we met. We've been together. I have always been, bisexual, very open to it. And my husband has always known. We decided to open it up, so we welcomed another woman. So it's myself, him, and I guess our girlfriend.
So do all three of you work?
We do.
And all
Yes,
three of you
for
contribute
sure.
to the finances? You share a banking
Correct.
account? And do you...
We don't share a banking account, but him and I do. But she helps provide things like for the house, or when we go out to eat, she'll pay for us sometimes, and she'll buy things for the house if need be. It's like a relationship, but with three people.
But the three of you are intimate together, like threesomes, right?
Yes.
Does he ever just one of you, or does it always got to be three?
Yeah. Nope. It could be him and her. It could be her and I. It just depends. On the jealousy, I know Peyton was saying.
Yeah, because especially when you say that right there, I get it, I guess, if it's a threesome situation and all of you guys are, but to separate two, you should have seen me. I wish there was a camera on my face that you could see because my jaw dropped when you said that.
For one of them to be hey, not you this time.
Yeah, how do you
does the other one just
what?
watch, or do you don't even have to be there?
It could be either. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it's almost 4 years going into it. We didn't expect it to happen. I was just kind of dating around, and he was okay with me exploring. And then I met her, and then she met him, and it worked. Wow. So I guess maybe at first it was a little. It took some getting used to. It was a little different. I'm not a jealous person. I think, 15 years, into a relationship, and him and I are married. So it just, I guess for me, is I know what I have, So it's just, I don't know. I guess
What about Valentine's Day? Does he have to get you and her a present?
He does.
Same
no,
amount?
so we don't mind. No, we don't mind about Valentine's Day. I think the days that we mostly kind of go all out is our birthdays or Christmas.
What about that? Do you show up to family things as a throuple?
So that is the harder part for me. It's our friends know, and certain people do know, but we do. Our families have the suspicions, but I don't think it's, we don't go around telling everybody hey, this is the situation, this is what we do. It's just, it is what it is, and I think, I don't know, I guess we just keep it to ourselves.
How would you want someone to approach you? Because a couple seasons ago on one of my kids' sports teams, we think there was a throuple situation. And we always kind of wanted to ask, but didn't want to be rude about it, because it really is none of our business. But then also it's is there a polite way to ask that?
To be honest, I don't know. I guess it's just everybody's approach. We're open to it. I mean, he has pictures of her and I on his wallpaper. So he's gone to T-Mobile to do some sort of technical work, and they see and say, "Hey, is that your sister?" And hey, and that's where it's no, well, that's my wife, that's my girlfriend. So there's really no way to be approached.
What about a weekend getaway or a 2-week vacation? The three of you go?
We do go. So I do have a son. So him and I do have a son. So we do family trips. We do alone trips. Her and I go on dates, and him go on dates. It just
Okay.
We just kind of, I guess we just went with it.
Okay. Then tell us, what is the negative side? What don't you like about it?
Oh man. There really isn't any. I think there really isn't any that I can say. I mean, at first it would kind of been the jealousy, like what Payne said, it's just getting used to it. But I mean, he doesn't I guess arguments, I don't get two people on my side. So instead of him and her have an argument or a discussion, I mind my own, and vice versa with him and I, or her and I guess you just don't have two people on your side sometimes,
All right. Sounds good. I'm in. Let's go.
You sold John Jay.
Let's go. All right. Thanks, Jennifer.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for listening. Love you too. Bye. Brandon, You're in a poly
what's
relationship, or
up?
who's in a poly relationship?
My sister and her husband.
With who?
I don't know. I don't know their names. I didn't get their info, but yeah, I just I saw some Facebook pictures of my sister a couple of months ago, and all of a sudden she's at like an event somewhere with another dude that's not my brother-in-law that I've known for like 30 years, and all of a sudden around Christmas time she's showing me pictures of her boyfriend, of her girlfriend, and then her husband's there and he's showing me pictures of his girlfriend, and they're talking about all these different poly parties they go to, and it just blows my mind because I had never even heard of it. I'm like, what is going on? And then I'm earmuffing my little kids just to...
Look how excited they are. They're showing pictures around the holidays.
A poly party sounds fun. Just the name.
So we're kind of making bets to see who she brings to Easter. Is it going to be the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the husband, a mix? We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that was her kind of like getting you ready for something, right? She's greasing the wheel a little.
A little bit. So it was interesting for sure. So when you saw that, I'm like, oh, okay.
Isn't that funny? If you misunderstand, you show up at a poly party with Polly Pockets.
That's what I was thinking. When you said poly party, what's like?
And then you're like, oh my mother of God, what's happening here?
I literally thought the same exact thing.
Oh, my kids actually said that because my kids are 7 and 12. We listen to you guys every morning on the way to school, and they were like, does he mean Polly Pocket? I'm like, yes, he does.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's talking about. You just go back to your YouTube.
Brandon, thanks for calling in, dude. Thank you so much for listening.
No problem, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
It's the John, Jay, and Rich radio program. 2 names, 4 hosts, and a whole lot of fun. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Nikita, good morning. Thanks for texting. What did you text us about?
So yesterday I was driving around and I was trying to pick up something for my daughter's costume that I was making at the last minute. And I had stopped at Michael's and I thought I saw Kyle drive by and I started laughing because I always wanted to see one of you guys in the wild. And here I was staring at somebody driving their car like a weirdo and hoping that it actually was Kyle. But then later while I was working, I was listening to the podcast and you guys started talking about being a super mom and the things that you do at the last minute. And here I was in between work, stopping at Michael's, picking up supplies to finish my daughter's costume for a school play.
That's you. You're the super mom.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of just an ironic moment all the way around. So I really hope it was you, Kyle, because I was just staring at some random person, if not.
What kind of car were they in?
It was like a white Range Rover.
Yep.
No, that wasn't me. I wish that was me.
What'd she look like?
Oh, man, then I was just staring at a weird random person.
That's
Was she tall, African-American?
Wrong person.
Kudos to you for taking the midday, the time where you were probably supposed to be eating your own lunch and spending it on your kids.
It'd be cool to find this Kyle replicant so that she could do like appearances for you now.
It would be fun to see like all of our doppelgangers for sure.
All right, Nikita, have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. You're a great mom. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Angelica, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I wanted to share my Kyle sighting as well.
Where the hell were you yesterday? Okay.
So it possibly is her, but I don't know. Does she do like a daily walk in the middle of her day? I was just like, who has this energy? It looks like Kyle. It might be her, but I'm like, I'm not sure. But I'm like, she has a lot of energy, so it might have been her just doing like a middle of the day walk.
I wish I did a middle of the day walk. I do a middle of the day nap.
Oh my gosh.
I was watching you.
I would be actually really impressed, Kyle, if I saw you walking on the side of the road.
I probably need to be walking in the middle of the day. Let's be real.
It made sense. It made sense because we are work neighbors. So I'm like, it probably is her. And I'm like, maybe not. She's probably just, I don't even think they have time for a lunch break. They're super busy.
Oh, you know what? Let's just say that was me, so I feel like I was walking yesterday.
Yeah.
Was she taking very large steps? She's got a very large stride.
Buddy just sprinting around, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Now, you may see that today,
That's what I was
because
gonna say.
today, like Thursdays are the days where Peyton, Nick, and I usually, we take a little walk off campus and we go get lunch together.
Nice. Go to the lunch lounge. That's the spot.
That's where we go.
I'm Thursday. So I'm like, that's my spot.
So funny.
Yeah, you'll see her walking there
Today
today.
you will see that.
Keep an eye out for us.
All right, Angelica, have a great day.
Enjoy.
Thanks for calling in.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, there's a video that's trending online. I've seen it twice already. Now I have to bring it up because it reminds me of Rich. And I feel that we build a game on this in the future. In the future. There's a video. The guy's name is Jimmy Riley. He's a producer and a guitarist who he's worked with a bunch of famous people, like from Willie Nelson to Fall Out Boy. And he's trending online because he also is insanely good at Name That Tune. And Name That Tune, Payne, if you don't know, it's a different version of Beat Shazam. But you could say, I can name a song in one tune or three tunes or three notes. And it would go ding, ding, ding. And then you would have to guess the
Didn't
song.
we just play a game with that with Nick?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
You call it 135.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So listen to this. This is insane. This is a part of a video where he names 20 songs after hearing half a second of each song. And the only person that I know that could probably compete with this guy in this genre of music is Richard Bradley Barra. Listen to this.
There's Runaway. Got it. Running on empty. There was Brass in Pocket. That's Shaken. 2 Tickets to Paradise. The Warrior. Baby, hold on to me. He's So Shy. Fire. Wake Me Up. Oh, that's Billie Jean. My Toronto? When I think of you. That's Let It Whip. Oh, that's a Black Cat. Come on, be starting something. Oh, that's Running at the Night, Lionel Richie.
Are you kidding me?
That's really
insane.
fast. Really fast.
That's wild.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Patch him through, Nick. Patch him through. Teddy, you're on the air.
Hi, I was calling because I have a coyote sighting.
Where? I want to hear that guy, Richard Attenborough. And there we have the Cal Anthem walking through the strip mall. Where'd you see her?
I saw her at Disneyland.
Were you there yesterday? A few years ago.
No, a couple years ago. I was getting on the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I saw her walking with the VIP tour. And I was like, oh, my God, that's Kyle. And my husband's like, no. And then she got on the ride during the time we got on, and then they cut us.
We cut you on a Guardians of the Galaxy ride?
Yeah, because you were on the VIP tour, so they kind of go in front of us.
Was it 2020?
Yes.
I was on a VIP tour. Do you guys remember Producer Bill?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, we went with Producer Bill and his family to, but I don't know if we did that ride because our kids were so little. But I'm sorry for cutting you if we did.
Not Guardians, then it was the other one, actually. Like, there's two different ones. It was one of those because it was in Star Wars Land.
Oh.
Did you go to Star Wars Land?
We did go to Star Wars Land.
I'm just
We did.
so
That was probably
impressed.
us.
That was
We cut
around
you. I'm
back
so
then?
sorry.
I'm so impressed you got to go walk with the VIP tour guide. Like
I
that is
know.
like elite level of
It was like
Disneyland.
it was a whole thing, and we were like, we probably would never do it by ourselves, but like splitting it was like more realistic, and it was quite the experience. But it was so rainy and miserable that
Oh,
day.
really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Disney.
it was.
Yeah.
Rainy and miserable.
So she did
I'm just
see
kidding.
it.
Okay, someone saw it.
Kyle sighting.
Confirmed Kyle sighting. Not at Michael's, at Disney, the happiest place on earth. All right, Teddy, thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
It's John Jay and Rich.
In the eternal battle of morning show supremacy, we are one of them. It's John Jay and Rich.
Yesterday, we were talking about thruples. That all started because Peyton was talking about, she found out one of her friends is in a polyamorous relationship, and they were talking about polyamory and swingers and thruples. Now, Catherine is on the line. She sent us a text. You can always text us. You text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893, and she had a little bit of a different perspective. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning.
What's your situation? Are you you're in a thruple?
Yeah. I describe it like the way you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So explain what's going on.
Well, I am, and no judgment, like Peyton said, no judgment here. I'm a straight Christian woman, youth leader at church. I run the nursery, that type of family life. And I've never been into girls. Don't think they're attractive. But then this one girl, she at work, she said a little something, and it kind of took me aback. Like, do I like that? And so I talked to my husband about it, and he's like, oh, I've been thinking about that too. How about you go and get her? It's kind of a funny term to say, but anyway, long story short, I introduced it to her, and then she would come over and we would have fun, but she's like falling in love, and I'm like,
Oh, right. Like you just want it to be something fun for you and your husband, kind of like to spice things up, but she's wanting to make it into something a little bit more serious.
Yeah, and she got out of a terrible relationship like about a year ago with a married couple, and it was just a very, very hard breakup for her. And I don't know her that well to like be open with her, but I did mention in the beginning, which is this has only been going on for like 3 months. I was like, hey, this is new, this is fun, and this is exciting, this is new, emphasis on new. And now she's like, oh, hey, love, and I'm falling for you, and she wants to spoil me like crazy, and and play with my hair and sit on the couch for hours. And we got several kids. I'm like, I can't sit here all day every day and let you play with my hair, even though I would love that. Please don't spoil me because I feel bad. I don't think I don't know, and there's some physical aspects that are kind of red flaggish, kind of, and it's just
like what? Like what? Little teeth?
Maybe she has a little bit of a stench.
Oh my God! Oh
yeah.
my God!
We weren't ready for that.
You gotta get rid of her.
I'll take little teeth.
And like I said, like my husband and I are very OCD. We're very clean people. We can tell each other, "Oh my gosh, you stink." But her, I don't want to, you don't
want to hurt her feelings. Yeah.
I think like in this situation, you have to be open. You can't tiptoe around, your boundaries with things.
Well, here's the thing, though, Catherine. Yeah. I mean, from what I understand from your text, you want to get out of this, and you don't know how.
I thought I was like a ray of sunshine in her life for the time being because she just lost her job. She was still hung up on that old relationship. I wouldn't mind it going on further, but it's like I wish we could be like, best friends with benefits.
Yeah.
But she's falling in love with you, or you and your husband, or just your husband, or just you?
She's a lesbian. She's straight up lesbian. She's falling in love with me. And at first my husband was like, that's my woman. No, please don't leave me. I was like, no offense, girl, but you're not going to be the stepdaddy to my several kids. And she knows that. And he knows that now. It took a little bit of calming him down. Like, we're 100. We have the best relationship ever. We could tell each other anything. But this is
evidently. Well, so
how do I slow things down with her without crushing her soul?
How do you? Well, I mean, you could just say, "I don't think this is working out. That was fun,"
or you can keep going and just say, "Hey, let's all shower first."
You don't think I've tried that?
Like, is it something that you think maybe she needs to go to the doctor about, or is it like a shower cures all?
Okay. At first, it was like a good month ago. Whenever my husband and I talked about it, they were like, "Did you smell that?" But, I think it was a doctor type thing. And since then, we waited a little bit. We waited a while before we tried anything again. But she doesn't like to shower before she does stuff, and I'm like,
All right.
Yeah, you got to talk to her or just cut it
Catherine.
off.
Well, what a great story, though. So you guys met at work, huh? And she doesn't work there anymore.
No, she doesn't.
Well, that's good.
What
The opportunity for a clean break.
What line of work are you in?
I work overnights at Walmart.
I knew it.
You did?
The sexy
What?
threesome capital of the world. I knew it. Everyone I know at Walmart is involved in that kind of relationship. Everyone.
Now you know.
I know.
Well, thanks for the advice, guys.
Sure.
No,
All right. Hey, anytime.
I already thought about all that.
Oh, you have a great day, Catherine.
Thank you. I'm going to be sleeping.
All right. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
I think we all agree Kyle Unfug is super mom.
Oh, yeah. She mom's hard.
I don't.
Yeah, that's good.
And her kids are cool.
Yeah.
That says something.
I don't know if I would say that, but last night I kind of felt like that. So you know how it feels when you have a long day and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, like bedtime is near, right? And you're like, okay, this is great. So I'm tucking my kids in, and Addie, who's 10 years old, she says to me, "Oh no, I forgot. I'm supposed to dress up tomorrow." It's like their school's doing like this thing where you dress up as your favorite book character. And she proceeds to tell me and my friends are dressing up as thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3.
Oh no.
Oh, really? Tomorrow morning, right now when we're going to bed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when did you find out about this? She's like, a couple days ago, but I just forgot to tell you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's figure something out. So I go on Amazon and I'm like, maybe there's something, sometimes they have things that will come overnight. So then by the morning, it'll be here waiting for you on your way to school. Nothing. Dr. Seuss is going to get here by this morning. So I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, hold on a minute. I think your little brother has a red shirt, just a plain red shirt. And I said, I can whip up something on my Cricut. So I go on Etsy. I find the little file with the thing 1, thing 2, thing 3 logo on it. I open up the Cricut. I make her a T-shirt.
Wow.
She's got a perfect thing 3 T-shirt
What's
right
a
now.
Cricut again?
It's like a cutting machine, so I can take like heat transfer vinyl and like turn it into something, and then press it on the shirt. Yeah, I made our jerseys. I made umbrellas with it. I've made all kinds of things with it. And I looked at her, and she like hadn't even said thank you yet. And I was like, it's a good thing your mom has a Cricut, right? And just randomly had the materials, and your brother randomly had a plain red shirt, right? It's pretty good. She's like, yeah. Good night, Mom. I'm like. I've never wanted to stick my middle finger in your face more than right now.
Yeah.
But I won't. Just have a good night. You've got your shirt. You can dress up with your friends tomorrow.
You are super mom. How long did it take from when she told you that to when you had the costume ready to go?
So she told me that at like 7:27. And I was back in my room getting ready, like washing my face, doing my bedtime stuff at 8:00.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
You know what, though? She is also her daughter's mother. There's a theme. Let's dress up tomorrow.
I know. But I'm like, hey, maybe next time we could just plan better, like a little further in advance, and then we could really go all out for the
Did you
costume.
tell her that you are literally planning Halloween outfits for us right now? That's how far ahead of it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? I mean,
just a little bit of lead time, and the stress would not be there.
This is how it starts. Like this whole thing in school. Wow, man. Well, good job. I hope you get some pictures.
We give you this.
Thanks. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That was a doozy. And then I was like, I look over at Easton, and I'm like, you too? And he's like, I'm not dressing up. I'm like, thank God. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I think we open with the phone lines that we want to hear your supermom moment. 877-937-1047. You could share it with us. Or superhuman moment, or some moment that you stepped up, saved the day. You know what happened to me this morning? This is so weird, and I normally don't talk about this stuff, but I have my weird morning routine, and one of the things I do, somebody gave me years ago. It's called the Coach's Bible, and it's a Bible verse. You look at the date, and then there's a Bible verse, and then there's some famous coach that tells a story and ties it into some Bible verse, right? So this morning, I'm reading this Bible verse, and it's a hockey story tied into a Bible verse, and it was talking about spread the word of Jesus. And I just read it myself, and I'm like, okay, and I just think about this verse throughout the day, or however I can make myself better throughout the day. And I think there's no way, I got no reason to talk about hockey or the Detroit Red Wings. I go in the kitchen to make coffee this morning, and there's a dude here that always wears a hockey jersey.
Yeah, it's just like his self-prescribed uniform.
He always wears a hockey jersey. He comes in the kitchen, and I just started. So I got nothing to say to this guy, nothing in common. And I'm like, hey, hockey jersey. You know all about the Detroit Red Wings, what happened in 96 when they won the Stanley Cup?
Sure, with Fedorov?
No, so they win the Stanley Cup, and then the star player gets in a car accident and goes into a coma, and then he's paralyzed. And then the next year, they win the Stanley Cup again, and they brought him out in the wheelchair, and the place went nuts, and it was all about, sending a message and praying for Jesus and all that. It was a cool story. And I told him that story. And he knew that story.
Wow.
I know.
He is a fan.
So then I'm walking backwards. Now my coffee's done, so now I got to wrap up. Right? I don't really want to talk to him that long.
Yeah, you've dropped the gospel. Now it's time to move on.
I'm backing out, holding my cup of coffee as he's standing at the coffee machine. I'm walking backwards, and I'm like, anyway, I hope you find Jesus, man.
I thought you were going to quote the verse. Anyway, Hebrews 17:45.
I don't remember what it was. But I was just like, oh. And then I walked down the hallway by myself. I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing that thing like where the Bible beater people did. I'm like spreading the word. I'm spreading the word.
Do you know how you end everything with Christmas wish? You can end it like that, or just go, Coach's Bible. Just wrap it up just like that.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was a trip. So now I feel like I think it's the first time in my life like I've spread the word.
Well, I mean, if you put a little God in that guy's heart, that'll be something.
Right?
Yeah.
I go,
you know what I'm saying, Peyton? Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's actually really funny.
I put my hand on his forehead and I was like, Friends.
He didn't.
What?
Friends, I need you to believe in a Jesus.
He didn't start smoking or anything. You didn't hear like a demon voice come out of
those TV pastors. They always go, Friends, do you believe in the word? And they put their hand on their forehead, and then people fall backwards, and they go.
You didn't hear a demon voice in the background going, "This one's mine. I've already got him."
I felt that about him before.
Yeah.
Anyway, so first time ever. You listen to the show for a long time. I spread the word, and I know I'm going to get a bunch of people saying, "What's the name of the book?" It's called the Coach's Bible.
Coach's Bible.
You get it from what is FCA? What's that called? FCA. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's that athletes, the Fellowship for Christian Athletes.
Oh,
that's it.
Oh, yeah.
FCA, yeah. That's where I got the Bible from. Anyway, so just a quick recap. We want to hear your supermom story, 877-937-1047. And I'm spreading the word of Jesus.
Broadcasting live across the world right now. This is the John, Jay, and Rich radio program.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.